on. Yes. All right, welcome. Let's begin in a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. On an exhale, walk your hands forward, out and away from you. Soften down. Bring your awareness to the present moment. To the quality of the breath. Arrive. Walk your hands in, just enough to thread the right arm underneath for a thread the needle variation. Forehead down on top of the left fist. Feel the chest opening across, with the shoulder crossing to open. Sit up, using your left hand, and walk the right arm forward. Thread the left underneath. Make a fist with the right hand. That'll give you some space to keep the shoulders leveling as you stretch extra on the left side. Press into the right hand to lift up. Prop up onto your elbows. Walk them away from you a little bit, and then touch each shoulder. Bring the forehead down. I love this on the triceps. Press up to a tabletop position. Knees underneath the hips, hands are shoulder width. Actually tuck the toes, and we're drawing some circles with the torso. To the right, left, back, and around. You'll feel this redistribute weight through the feet and the hands. Let's go both directions. All right, neutral, somewhere in the middle. 3 rounds of cat-cow. On an inhale, arch the back, look straight ahead. Exhale, round, tuck the chin and press everything away. Let these build. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, moving so intentionally. Long exhale. Neutral spine. Let's warm up the core a little bit. Reach the right leg back and up. Draw the belly in and reach the left arm forward. And then reach again. Strong lifted leg. Tabletop. Extend the left leg back and up. And then right arm reaches forward. And then reach again. Tabletop. Tuck the toes and hover the knees. Don't go back though. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. Tabletop. Untuck the toes, 1 cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Tuck your toes and hover the knees. Lower the knees back down. Untuck the toes for puppy pose. Leave the hips over the knees. Walk your hands forward toward the top of your mat. Bring the forehead down to open up underneath, across the chest and armpits. Into a Sphinx pose. Shift the weight forward and down. Prop up onto your elbows, forearm distance apart from each other, and press down under the elbows, under the wrists, shoulders away from your ears. Tops of the feet are down. Pull the chest through and press down under the arms again. Release. Rest the forehead again on your left hand. Bring the right foot in for a quad stretch. Press the hips forward and down. And switch. Tucking your hips forward to intensify the quad stretch. Release. Left arm reaches out, palm down, shoulder height. Roll onto your left hip, opening up the right shoulder. You might crack your back a little bit and just balance however you can. Try to have the weight evenly distributed through the left hand. Carefully release and switch sides. Right arm reaches out. Roll onto the right hip. Oop, my back popped. Observe the breath. A deep breath will intensify this, so be careful. And back to the stomach. Press up, tabletop position. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Press up, press back. Pedal out the feet, bending one knee at a time as you press the opposite heel down. And then find some stillness. Open up through the triceps. Press the heels down, shoulders away from the ears. Relax the head and neck. Walk to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Find any organic movement you like. That's bending both knees, one knee at a time, up to you. Okay, bring the feet together and drape over the legs. Soften the knees to round up to standing. And stand tall. Bring the palms to touch, shoulders relax down away from the ears, and bring yourself back to the present moment. Inhale, Utkatasana, bend the knees, sit back. Wiggle the toes to make sure you can see the toes, and lengthen the fingertips away from the tailbone. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Round up to standing. Arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Press a button on the ceiling for 3 breaths. Lift out, bend the knees and forward fold. Hands to the mat. Step your right foot back to a lunge. Tall on the toes of the back foot. Feel that stretch every single time. Left knee, front knee over the ankle, shoulders away from the ears, draw in the core. Inhale, lower the right knee, shoulders draw back. Exhale, try to press both legs straight, press through the back heel. Lunge, keep the back knee lifted. Shift the weight forward, lunge, twist, right hand down, left arm reaches open. Left hand down. Step back to a plank pose and hold. Separate the feet just a little bit and lift the right leg. It won't go that far. And lower. Lift your left leg. Feel like you're floating. Pull in the stomach. And down. We're going to vinyasa back to downward facing dog. I'll lower my knees for warm up. 1 or 2 chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps between your hands. Lunge. Every time, feel the stretch in the back foot. Strong back leg. And then you lower the hips down. You want to keep the right angle with the front leg. And let's stretch the left hip flexors. Lower the left knee. Level the gaze. Exhale. Press into the hamstrings. Press through the back foot. Lunge. Keep the back knee lifted. Lunge, twist. Left hand down. Right arm opens. Right hand down. Step up to the top of the mat. Long exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, Utkatasana. Lift your upper body up. Sit down low. We're not here long. Bring the palms to touch, stand up. Inhale, arms overhead. Arms up or back bend. 3 breaths. Lift out, bend the knees to forward fold. Halfway lift, long flat back. And from the look up position, hands down, step back, plank pose. Side plank, right hand down, left arm opens. Lift the hips up a little bit more. Switch to the left side. Feel the obliques wrapping around you. Lift the hips a little bit more. Plank. Vinyasa, back to downward dog. So again, lower the knees, lift the knees. Do your best to keep the elbows in close. 1 or 2 chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot between your hands as if you're setting up for a lunge, but we're going to lower the left knee and sit all the way back for a half split. Sit on your heel, sit next to your heel, or on a prop under the right sit bone. Lift up and fold over the right leg. Sole of the foot faces away from you. Smooth out the breath. They are all just sensations. You don't dislike them. You don't like them. They're just there. And sit up. Shift your weight forward. Back to a lunge, tuck the right toes or left toes and lift your knee. And like we did before, inhale, lower the left knee, shoulders draw back. Long exhale, try to press both legs straight. Lunge. Back knee stays lifted, lunge, twist. Left hand down, right arm opens. Right hand down. Right foot back to a plank. Downward dog. Step the left foot forward between the hands and lower the right knee. Untuck the toes, sit all the way back, half split. Sit up. Fold forward. My left leg doesn't feel so weird today. Probably just jinxed that. Sit up. Shift your weight forward to a lunge. Keep the back or lift the back knee, tuck the right toes. Draw in the core as the hips start to open up. Lower the right knee, draw the shoulders back. Long exhale, try to press the legs straight. Lunge. Lunge, twist, right hand down, left arm opens up. Left hand down. This time, step to the top of the mat. Long forward fold over the legs. Place your hands on the mat in front of you or off the mat for balance. Separate your feet about mat with heels in, toes out. Sit down for a squat. Oh no, Siri thinks I'm saying something to her. No, I'm good. I was going to grab a hair clip, whatever. Okay, we're squatting down, heels in, toes out. Try to keep the feet flat. If they aren't, you can kind of be forward a little bit. Let the palms touch. Try not to roll in onto your arches. Shoulders away from the ears, elbows pressing the knees apart. Forward fold. Bring the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, round up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead, arms up for 3 breaths or back bend. Lift out, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And from the look up position, hands down, step back to plank. Downward facing dog. Reach the right leg back and up behind you. Point the toe, let the hip open, press extra into the right hand to keep the shoulders leveling. Let the triceps open. Pigeon right side. Right knee behind the right wrist. Soften down. Try to square your hips to the top of the mat. Someday the front shin is parallel to that top edge. Fold over the front leg. Stay present. Keep the breath calm and smooth out any tension as it reveals itself. Just every once in a while, scan the entire body and not just the hip. Relax the temples, relax your expression. Let's start to lift up and make your way back to downward dog. Scan the body right to left. Draw a line down the center and just what do you notice? What sensations do you feel on the right leg or in the left leg? Balance on your left foot. Reach the right leg back and up again. Squeeze the right glute. Press into the right hand to level the shoulder. Reach. Lizard lunge, right side. Step the right leg up and lower yourself down to props, forearms, wherever you'd like to go. Stay present. If you want extra, you'll tuck the left toes and lift the knee. You can move back and forth a little bit. Do find a few rounds of breath where you are still. Still body, still calm mind. Let's start to press up. Use your hands and toe heel the right foot back in between them. Untuck the left toes, half split. You can sit all the way back, or if you'd like, what up? Okay. All right, we're stretching the right hamstrings. So stay lifted or sit all the way back. Lifted will be a little bit more intense. Try to keep the spine long. Flatten out the front foot. Shift your weight forward back to a lunge. Back to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg back and up. Once more for the reach. Lots of airplanes today. Downward dog. Let's reset with an upward facing dog. Ripple through. Tuck the chin. Inhale. Lift the chin at the end. And exhale back to down dog. All right, let's balance out. Stand on the right foot. Lift your left leg back and up. Let the triceps open. Squeeze the left glute. Level out the shoulders by pressing that much extra into the left hand. Pigeon. Left side. Lower down, set yourself up. Trying to square your hips. Forward fold, relax over the leg. Smooth out the breath. Release tension as it reveals itself. Start to lift up and back to a three-legged dog. Left leg reaches back and up. Use the extra space that you just created. Open up the triceps, squeeze your left glute. Lizard left side. Step the left foot up. Both hands are on the inside of the inside of the left foot. Lower down to your forearms. Wherever you're going to go, just take your time. Option to lift the back knee, to move a little bit, just relax the jaw, keep your expression and your breath, your thoughts calm and present. Let's start to lift up. Toe heel the left foot between the hands. Set up your half split. So you're either sitting all the way back or you're halfway up, standing on the right knee. Lengthen the spine and the exhales. Shift your weight forward back to a lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee. And back to one more three-legged dog, left leg back, up, reach. Can you remember how this felt a moment ago? So much more space. And downward dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Untuck the toes, sit back in a child's pose up on your elbows. Touch each shoulder. Walk your elbows away. And after a few breaths, notice how the triceps start to speak to you. Release. Tabletop. Puppy pose. Leave your hips over the knees. Walk the hands forward. Bring the forehead down, or you might have room for the chin. Slide all the way through to your stomach. Tuck the toes, press up to a tabletop. Downward dog. Look between the hands, walk or hop forward, forward fold. Long exhale over the legs. Round up to standing. Face the long edge of your mat. Step the feet wide. Outside edges of the feet are parallel to the short edges of the mat. And hands to hips, forward fold. If it feels too easy, shorten the stance. And if it's too much, widen the stance. It's a little counterintuitive. Halfway lift, long flat back. Keep the right hand down. Shift the weight forward a little bit so you are leaning on the hand slightly. Twist, right hand down, left arm opens. Press down through the feet. And switch, left hand down, right arm opens. Right hand down. Getting the inner thighs, bend into the left foot or the left knee. Keep both feet flat. Stretch the right inner thighs, and you'll feel this on the outside of the right foot and ankle. Switch sides. Walk through center. There's so many planes. Ooh, okay. There's my left leg. And lift back up. Long, flat back for a twist. Right hand down, left arm opens. Switch, left hand down, right arm up. Hands down, hands to hips, stand up. Warrior two, right side. Turn the right toes out. Hands to hips. We'll keep the shoulders over the hips so we're not leaning forward with the leg. Arms side to side. Back foot is flat, just like it was when we stretched the inner thigh. Bend the right knee. Open the shoulders. Open the chest. Bring the shoulder blades together. I can tuck. One pumping warrior. Press the right leg straight. Look straight ahead. Arms reach up. Exhale, sit down. Hands to hips. Let's switch sides. Turn the left toes out. The right edge of the right foot is parallel to the back edge, or I guess the front edge of the mat. Sit down into the left knee. Arms side to side. You're squeezing the left glute to keep the left knee over the ankle. Bring the right arm back just a little bit more. One warrior pump. Press the left leg straight, arms, oh, something popped. Arms overhead. And sit back down. Warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Step to the top of the mat. Feet are together. Right away, let's move. Inhale, arms overhead. 3 breaths, arms up or back bend. Lift out, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. From the look up position, hands down, plank pose. Vinyasa back to downward dog. Inhale, up dog. Ooh, I can tell I haven't been really doing these. Exhale, down dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Puppy pose. Keep the hips over the knees and walk your hands forward. Lower your chin or forehead down. Slide all the way through to your stomach. And then press back up to a tabletop. Sit back on your heels for a tricep stretch. So it's like child's pose more for you're sitting on your heels. Toes are not tucked. Walk the elbows forward, touch each shoulder. Release your hands. Let's walk them in for thread the needle here again. Left arm is forward, right arm threads underneath. Use your forehead, use your fist as a pillow. Lower your right ear down, left hand on top of the right. Let's try to press the left elbow straight to twist the middle upper back. Release. Use your left hand to help you sit up and switch sides. Right hand walks forward. Left arm threads underneath, palm up, forehead to the hand. Switch so that your left ear is down. Right hand on top of the left. Let's twist the middle upper back by pressing the right elbow straight. Keep the right hip down. And come back to center. Tabletop, lower down onto the forearms. Let's make sure they are forearm distance away from each other, so touch opposite elbows, and then place your hands back down on the mat. Right now, already be engaging. Press underneath the hands, the wrists, the forearms, and then do all that again. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Open up the triceps. Press the mat away and step the feet in a couple steps. Press down under the wrists again. Press the elbows again. Inhale, lift onto the toes. Feel the weight shift forward. Exhale, press the heels down. Press everything away with your elbows, forearms, hands. Let's do that again. Lift onto the toes. Shift your weight forward. Press under the wrists, the hands. And back. Knees to the mat. Tabletop. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Balance on the left leg. Lift the right leg up. Extend it away from you. Reach your left arm forward. Lengthen again. And switch. Keep the core engaged. Lift your left leg. Reach the right arm forward. Tabletop. One cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Tuck your toes and sit on your heels. Bring the pinky edges out. I'll roll the shoulders back and down. And we're going to do, my hair feels weird. One hand on top of each shoulder and draw some circles going up, down, and around. See how long you can keep the elbows touching. You can let the upper back move a little bit. And let's go the other way. Oh my gosh, that gave me goosebumps. Felt good. All right, interlace your fingers. Press the palms away from you, especially the thumb and pointer edge. Lower the chin, round the upper back. And sit up. Interlace your fingers. Reach the knuckle side away from you. And let's do that again. Try to close the pinky part, the pinky side of your palms. So you reach and round again. And release. Let's go off of our toes, tap out the feet, roll out the ankles. And let's just sit back on our heels for a moment. We're going to stretch the wrists and hands. So you're going to start with like a prayer hand and then bring the backs of your palms together and around. So I guess I'm rolling from the thumb side to the back. Bring the palms together and then go the other direction. So I guess you're rolling through the backs of the hands. I don't know. It's just something. Now open and close your hands really quickly. Ow, this hurts because it's freezing. All right, shake out the hands, let it go. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Upward facing dog, ripple through. Tuck the toes back to child's pose. Remember being here a little while ago. Appreciate how far you've come since then. Sit up, bring your feet out and around in front of you, and let's lie back. Lengthen out, untuck the shoulders, and just take a moment to let the upper body release and kind of relax and flatten out. Draw the right knee into your chest, squeeze, and twist. Guide the leg across to the left. Right arm is out and away from you, palm down. Back to your back. Extend the right leg up toward the ceiling. Option 2, bend the left leg, sole the foot down. Gratitude for the present moment, for the ability to feel, to care to feel. One flex, one strong point, and full body stretch. Left knee hugs in for a squeeze. Twist. Guide the leg across to the right. Left arm reaches out, keep the shoulder down. And look straight ahead or straight up. Back to center. Lengthen the left leg up. If the chin is sticking straight up, you might be pulling the leg too far. Lower the chin to lengthen the back of the neck and redistribute some of that tension. flex. Strong point. Spread the toes and then point. And lengthen out. Both knees in, nose to knees. Head and neck back. Let's hold here for a moment. Hold on to one knee with each hand, or you might be able to hold opposite elbows. Same thing. Try not to let the chin stick up. You might have to let go of the legs a little. Happy babies. Soles of the feet face the ceiling. Legs are wide. Hold on to the outside edges of your feet as you uncurl the tailbone. Pressing into the hands. Hug the knees in. And rock up to seated or sit to one side. Make your way to a seated position. And we're going to stretch out the neck for a moment because it's just, I keep thinking about it and I notice it all day long now. So tilt your head to the right. Try not to shrug. If you need more, you can reach the left arm away, but I don't need more. I've noticed that my chin goes forward and down when I go to tilt too. So I just want to go straight over. Lift up and tilt your head to the left. Make sure you're sitting up straight. And center. Look over the right shoulder and notice if you lead with your chin or the top of your head, you might not go as far as you think you can. So just turn until you start to feel and hold. Like literally just go like this. And center. And look to the left. Center. Lift the chin. You can keep the teeth closed if you'd like. Center. Lower the chin without slouching forward. And center. Half or full circles. You can let the upper body move a little bit. And back to center. Sit up tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Notice how calm neck stretches leave you because it's your body's subconsciously responding to, okay, this is serious. We better slow down and be present. Close the eyes for a moment. Relax your temples. Think of something you're grateful for. I'm grateful for your presence. Let's close with a breath. Inhale, arms reach wide and overhead. Look up, reach up. Long exhale, hands lower down. Until next time, namaste. Yay. All right. I will see you tomorrow.